Lately, everyone seems to be into tarot readings, and I think that this trend is absolutely dangerous about demons and angels and difference between them and how you can protect yourself, and also answering the question, I am a Christian, will I go to hell for reading tarot? Hello, I am Eve, and I've been a tarot reader for years now. I am an earth angel, a witch, or just a psychic, different for everybody. Welcome to my channel where I do tarot readings and also talk about spirituality. The topics in this video are: how does channeling work for others and for yourself? Types of readings that exist except tarot, and answering a question: will Christians who read tarot cards will go to hell? When you read for yourself, you channel your own energy. You also channel the universe, the God, we can say guides, angels, everything that's connected about you. When you try to do a reading for somebody else, you connect to their energetic field, to their angels, to their guides, and to them. When you channel any kind of information, it's in the world, it's in the universe. And when you try to find out about timing, you cannot know because you're a human being in a physical body. So if you're asking about the future, you are channeling guides, your spirit team or their spirit team, and everything that is out of your physical body, because we cannot travel to the future and be there and see the things that are going to happen. Also, what you are connecting to are different realities, different alternative realities, like a whole library of realities that can happen. That can happen if you do certain things or if you don't do some things. So, if you do a reading for yourself, you only do stuff that's connected to you, and everybody has their own intuition, right? You don't need tarot cards to have a feeling about something, somebody, or a situation, or have dreams about the future. Some people can have it, and it's actually also, I think everybody are psychic. It's just we like to call people who have it, who have their intuition very, very strong and precise. We usually can call them psychics. But you too can know the future if you just ask yourself. Sometimes it's just logical to know the future, but for example, if you ask about economical state or what kind of decisions you should make and what can happen if you make them, then you cannot know yourself about it. So I think your mind is connecting to anything it can connect to, and you can choose what you are connecting to. People say that when they talk about God, people say God is universe, God is you, God is love, God is everywhere. So if you're a believer and you're saying that you don't want to know anything that God doesn't want you to know, then just don't ask God about it. By prayers, you're actually also asking the God, the universe, to do something for you, and to protect you, to heal you, or your loved ones, or tell you something, or teach you something. You ask for prosperity and different other things. So I think it's the same thing when I'm asking angels, universe, please bring me that and that. Please give me information about that and that. Should I do that or should I do the other thing? When you read for others, then you cannot know many things. So you have to communicate with something that is not you. For example, your spirit team, or they have to connect to their spirit team, like angels, guides, and everything that's around them from other dimensions, to their God. Yeah, I don't know if you divide it or not. to their universe, to another human being. You kind of get in their head, you get into their life. And what I've seen a few times, that one tarot reader who did a reading for my friend, she knew that somebody else did another reading on my mom. She didn't know that my mom asked for it. Yeah, she just could see it or could feel it. Yeah, and she also could know if my mom requested, or just anyone did on my mom, an astrology reading too. So a tarot reading and astrology reading can be felt or found somehow by other readers too, who are connected to that person. When you ask for somebody to read for you, you have to open your energy up to them. So when you do a reading to somebody, they also have to open their energy themselves to you, for you able to read it. Yeah, you cannot read a closed book. You have to open it and see what's inside. And that's what you do when you do a reading for somebody. And you have to be careful, and I'm also going to be mentioning about it later. When you are connecting to somebody, somebody does a reading for you, or you do a reading for somebody, you connect to all the other stuff that they have. And that sometimes might be the dark entities or things that you don't want to be connected to. And there is a slightest chance, or a big chance, if you don't do protection properly or you're very weak mentally, that they might jump onto you. So if a person carries a lot of negative stuff, I suggest not to read for them, or you have a bad feeling towards them, you shouldn't do it. Also, what is very difficult to read is to read for your closed ones, or for those that you know already for a long time, or your lover, your family, your close friends, because it's very hard to stop thinking. You have to stop thinking and have emptiness in your head and in your heart in order to be able to accept some information. You have to be a blank piece of paper, so the spirit, the God, the universe, the angels can put this information in your head. And in order to know that it's been the intuition, it's been the info that you need, you have to have clear mind. If you have love towards this person, you will read everything with love. And if they ask about something, what will bad happen to me, you cannot say, because you love them. Everything you can feel is love. And you cannot feel anything bad. So it sometimes might be very hard to read for somebody else. I suggest if you read for others, it has to be somebody you trust really well. And if somebody close to you, you should do a meditation, like breathe in and try to think that you breathe out all the emotions, feelings, and memories you have connected to that person, or just that is occupying your head or your heart. Yeah, and you also have to feel okay, healthy, not sleepy, to do a reading for somebody else. So you don't just say that everything's awful and dangerous. You also have to be calm and kind of happy at that moment when you do a reading for others. What kind of other readings exist except tarot readings? There is also something like oracle cards, right? Something that is not tarot, but these are still cards, and they can be anything. There can be words, there can be symbols, pictures. You can put absolutely anything on oracle cards, and you also can create it yourself. Just take a piece of paper, cut it in pieces, and draw something and write something there, and now you have your own oracle deck of your own custom cards. Quite cool, right? You can also do a reading on bugs. You can do a reading on mirrors. I've heard about it, but I have no idea how to how to do that, so I can't tell you much. You can also do readings on water, where you can put drops of paint on the water or anything else on the water and see how it flows and how it behaves in the water and try to read it. You can do a reading on the dry petals of flowers. So you just take a lot of petals that you dried out and you look at them and try to notice details that might help you answer the questions. Yeah. Another type of reading that you probably heard about a lot is a coffee ground reading. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that many people have heard that, oh, you drink a coffee and now you can try to read it. And it's actually the same thing as tarot reading. So when you are just casually doing a tarot reader just because you drink coffee together, be careful and be aware that it's the same thing that as tarot reading. You're connecting to their energetic field and you opening up your energy and they're opening up their energy. You're creating an energetical bond with each other, so one information can be transferred to another, so to you. And you can attract not nice entities towards you, and you should be careful about it. And if those low vibrational beings from different dimensions and any kind of demons connect to you and surround you, then you can say it is a hell because they drain your health, they take away your lifespan, and they make your mind blurry. You also start being delusional in a bad way. You have no idea what's going on. That's actually how a spell works. Because when you put a spell on somebody, you kind of put mud in their mind, so they have no idea what are they doing, why are they doing what they are doing. Yeah, if you wanted to make somebody love you, then you have to kind of take away their brain. Because if they don't love you and you make them love you with a spell, you have to get into their thoughts. And that's only what can dark entities and demons do. So if you put a spell, a bad one, on somebody, or somebody put on you, you are connecting to those dark creatures. And I've met one dark creature, but it's only been once in my lifetime. Not anymore, don't worry. And it's been so scary. Like, I didn't believe in those things. I was like, it doesn't matter. I was so skeptical. I was like, it's probably not true. Until my mental health just left me. And I started sleeping with my mom because I was scared to sleep. So if you don't do proper protection, you read for somebody, or when somebody reads for you, and you are mentally unstable, I don't suggest you going into readings. And if you just have a bad feeling, okay, if you going on YouTube, yeah, and you type any kind of problem you have and tarot reading, you are looking at many videos. You should kind of intuitively feel which reader is bad and which reader is good. They are different with their own different energies. Try to choose readers that you have a warm feeling towards and that don't make you come back. What also dark entities like to do, or people who do readings in general for somebody else and they are connected to dark entities, they will not answer your questions properly. They will answer it in the way that you want to come back to them and ask more. And they don't want to help, they just want your money. So you also have to, you kind of will get it. You will understand it. If somebody answers you and it's like about nothing. They kinda answer your questions, but you still have more and more and more questions. So it's definitely just a bad tarot reader. A good tarot reader knows already what your question is, even if you don't know yourself what you want to know. They will know and they will tell you the right information. What also dark entities do is they try to confuse you. They try to stay near you, and they will give you the most precise information ever. If you want to know anything that you are not supposed to know, the dark entities will give you the answer to that. Yeah, but the angels and spirit guides and higher dimensional beings will not let you know information that you cannot know. So if in the reading, at least once, you've seen that you cannot know, or the answer is not visible, or you should not know it, trust that this is good for you. Don't get angry. But if you get absolutely every single of your questions as answered, and especially about things you cannot know or stress you out, then it's probably is from dark entities. It doesn't mean that precise readers are bad. Precise readers are good. What is not good when you get absolutely all knowledge in the world. You shouldn't. You're supposed not to get that. Sometimes you need to make decisions with your heart, to trust yourself, to trust your own intuition. And if you not do that and run to a tarot reader, you just don't work that karma. The world will keep putting you into this one problematic situation over and over until you decide not to do a reading, but to listen yourself and just do whatever feels right to you, even if it stresses you out or makes you go out of your comfort zone. And now the question: I am a Christian, will I go to hell? The short answer is no. The complicated answer is that if you connect to angels and higher beings and you have good intentions and you do everything with a heart, so you don't try to use people, you don't try to put any spells, bad spells or anyone, you have clear good intentions, you don't want any harm, and you are mentally stable, and when you choose to take a reading from somebody and you trust them, their energy feels good, you feel comfortable next to them, and everything feels fine, and after getting the reading you just feel better and nicer, and you don't do readings on one question more than once per month, you should be fine. You will not go to any hell. And I think that we're connecting to the angels actually. I don't understand why people who are believers, they say that it's impossible to connect to angels. I see absolutely no explanation to that. If you pray to God and you try to hear the God, you try to get you're like asking like, God, help me, please give me answers, and you get answers with different things that happen in your life, or that you have intuition or just clear voice or thought in your head and you get the answer. How is it different from people who are psychic and getting the same answers the same way? You can say that maybe when you're doing a tarot reading for somebody, or somebody does that for you, everybody has good intentions, everybody are mentally okay and don't want any harm to anyone, then they kinda do the prayer. A reader prays for you to get answers. They just communicate with cards. They communicate with their voice. It's actually, you don't need the cards. You can just ask yourself. And it's also a reading. It's also connecting to something higher, high version of yourself, or something inside of you. So if you're a Christian and you really want to tarot readings, you want to get it from somebody or you want to do it for somebody, don't be scared. Just stay okay. You can clear the energy. Okay. Also about how you can clear the energy. You can clear it with different scents, with fire. I put a lot of candles. Sometimes when I feel like I'm in a dark place, I put a lot of candles next to my windows, next to my entrance door, on all the doors, so everything stays lit up. It just feels so comfortable. Also doing meditations that you're connecting to light. You're connecting or whatever makes you feel nice. Or connecting to God, or connecting to universe, connecting to yourself. You try to do visualizing that you're connecting to that good things. It also keeps you protected. Also meditations for protection, for groundness. Yeah. So scents, meditations. So scents, meditations, candles, light, everything that also makes you feel okay. Don't surround yourself with narcissists because they are carrying very dark energy. And if there is a narcissist around you, I do not suggest doing readings because they are very easy to attract those dark entities because they're constantly angry at somebody, hating and everything around them, super mega jealous. They're just like, their energy is bad, their energy is tense, they don't make anyone happy, they're just there to drain your energy and everybody else's. Yeah. If you stay protected, you trust yourself, you have good intentions, everything's fine. You will not go to hell, you will not be punished, everything will be fine. So if you want to become a professional tarot reader, I suggest you going to another tarot reader and asking, is universe supporting this idea? Is the universe or the God, angel guides are on your side? Can you do it? Is it okay? Is it fine? And if you have naturally, like your whole life, been drawn to that and just had very good intuition, you probably had some ancestors that used to be psychics or healers. I have mostly healers as my ancestors. And if you've never been drawn and interested to that, and you just want money from that or fame, I don't suggest you doing that because you're probably not meant to do that, and things will happen to stop you doing from this. And some problems might occur, problems with health, and just things that you don't want to have in your life. If you want to start doing readings, start doing it for yourself every day. Draw a card asking how my day is going to look like, what should I know today. It doesn't have to be tarot cards, it can be just oracle cards or any cards that you wrote or drew yourself. You can also ask for signs from universe, ask angel numbers, and later just seeing and googling them, trying to find out what's going on. Do meditations, keep your energy clean, nice and positive, and start doing the readings for your friends first. People you know and trust. Don't do a reading if you don't want to do that. Or if somebody's not nice to you or just have a weird feeling about them and you have a feeling like you shouldn't be doing a reading about them or you don't want to do it for them, just don't do it. It would be much better. You don't have to explain yourself. Just say, oh, it's a bad day. No, you cannot get information on that topic. No, I cannot tell you that. And stuff like that. So answering the question shortly, who can read tarot cards? Short answer is absolutely everybody. Everybody has intuition, everybody can do that. And later the question comes to how you want to do that. Do you want to connect to angels or demons? It's your choice. Thank you for listening to me and spending your time with me. I hope I could help answer your questions, and I wish you a good evening or day. Bye.